This is, believe it or not, a 2016 Peugeot partner. So if you want to wire a dash cam, like I have here, that turns on and off when you turn off the engine, then you can't just use the fuse box like you would down here. Because you see here, you got two ones that are vertical here and one here. That's the one next on the right hand side is one that you usually use to put a fuse splitter into it and wire it into the dash cam. But that's a constantly powered fuse system. So if you do that, then it'll just constantly power the dash cam and run down your battery, and you wake up one day you can't start your vehicle. Not good. So then I'll show you how to wire up the best way I found here. You don't have to take my advice, take it and so I'm just a novice, I'm learning this as I go. But the best way I found to do it is to take off the entire glove box compartment with a bunch of screws, in which case you need a T20 hex screw, the size T20. And then you'd unscrew all the screws in the glove box compartment, take it off, put it somewhere safe. And then you have access to a little compartment that would be here, and there's a little screw that would go in here. You unscrew it again with the same T20 screw, pop it out, and then once done that, you go to the other side. There'll be another compartment around here, back there. Same issue. You just unscrew it with a hex screw, take it out, done. And then you'd then get a plastic spudger like this. Just get them. I was on just plastic tools to remove, because if you use metal, it'll just scratch up the whole thing. But you can't really scratch it, not easily anyway, with a plastic one. So then you go around with the plastic spudger, basically unclipping. So just bring it in, unclip until it pops out. Then with a good push, because it is quite stiff, because it is using clips like you see here, just give them a good pull and it will come out like that. Then when you do it, you have 3 screws, 1, 2 and 3. Again, all T20s, that you just put them somewhere safe like there. And then once you unscrew all of those, you're going to get your plastic spudger again. Then unclip like the actual 12-volt system. And then once done, you can remove it with your own hands. And then with a good push, and I mean it's a push, with a good pull, it'll come out like so. And once done that, you can have not quite, but very unrestricted access. You can't remove this, not that I found a way to anyway, but I wouldn't want to anyway. So you can just work around that. And the best way I can do it is that in here, and I'm sorry this is a bad view, but in here somewhereabouts is a fuse. That you can put a fuse splitter into that as well. It's one of the larger fuses that you probably get in the kit that you use to replace it. But I haven't been able to make that work personally. So the best way I did it was to get the wiring kit that comes with. Let me show you. The wiring kit that comes with it. This is the old one that I broke. So this is just for example. You'll get your 2 wires. Right. Sorry for the jostling. You get your 2 wires. One here, that is the ground cable, the black cable, or the black and red even. And you go around here, and you see where it's wired into there, just one of those bolts, which is down there. You just unscrew it a tad, if you can see it, sorry. You unscrew it just a tad, and then you put insert this as the ground cable into that bolt, and tie it back up again, nice and tight. Then once done that, you would then get just a pair of pliers, which I had somewhere, which always give it earlier. Get a pair of pliers, and then just like on this red cable that I did originally, you would just take off the end piece, which is just one of the metal pieces that you usually use, but you can't use in this case. Take it off, strip the wire, and to the wire is just a bare cable. Twist it around like you would any other wire, and then do the same for the cable in here that leads out. So you can see, same cable that leads out here, the white cable, I believe it is. Is it the white cable? Yeah, the white cable you see in there. I've cut that cable in 2. Got another piece of wire that's the same thickness as the white wire. Got a snatch block, a splitter block, and then what I've done in there is I've just wired it in. If you can see, it's not the same wire, but it's back there somewhere. I've just put it in, split the cable, the white cable, got wired one end into the block, wired this wire and the red wire into that snatch block like you saw in there, and then twist them around and then put them into the block, and that way it shares the power. That way, whatever circuitry back there that controls it, every time I turn the engine on and off, it powers the actual camera. And if I have done everything right, if you give me one moment, I'm just going to put you there for a sec. Let me plug it in. Wait, there you go. So, see that? That's all plugged in. Now if I just turn the key now, you see that it has power and turns on automatically. You can see the little, there you go, the light lights there. Now turn it off, you see the orange light. The orange light on there disappears, that was there, and now it shuts off automatically after 10 seconds. Now you just try and wire it up all neatly, as best you can. Put it all back in its proper place. Try not to snatch the wires in between like the plastic or metal frames. And yeah, that's how to wire up the Peugeot Partner 2016. It's a roundabout route, and I wish that fuse box wasn't powered, but it is what it is. I hope you found that helpful. Show what I mean better in the actual dash box. See here, I've put it all back together, so the wire's now put back into here, and again, you use the plastic splitter just to shove the wire back there without scratching anything. Run it down, it's through, and then under, and I made it all neat and tidy. That's the original fuse box. So in the fuse box, you got, it's not the fuse box, the fuse box, you got screw seals under here, and you got one central one back here, if you can see that. That's the annoying one. I didn't set for ages trying to pull it, but that's one you have to get rid of. And you got ones up here as well, and you got a few plastic clips like this that are dotted around everywhere. So remember to try and keep track of where they go to. And the compartment I was on the back before. It's back. Down here, that's the compartment that. So there's a screw in there, same T5, sorry, T20. Unscrew, take it out, pop out. There's another screw here which you pop out, and then you can work around the plastic splitter. Same for the other side, and pop it out. And like I showed before, it all works and does it as you do. So good luck.